you've been the spiritual leader and the leader of your people for 70 years. How do you keep how do you keep your energy going? You're 74 now. You're traveling a lot more.
Yes, now. Firstly, my health, I think my body element, it seems good. Then I think one major factor, my mental state, basically quite calm, peaceful. So that also makes differences. Then also, as a practitioner, practicing the infinite altruism, which in Sanskrit word we call bodhicitta. That means infinite altruism. So when we receive the certain vows about altruism, then we dedicate our body, speech, and mind to well-being of other, infinite sentient being. And our daily, in our prayer, is praying for entire limitless sentient beings. So therefore, then when I get some busy days, sometimes physically little tiredness, but mentally feel some fulfillment. So since, you see, as a practitioner, dedicate one's own whole energy, body, mind, speech, like dedicated to well-being for other, then day by day some sort of usefulness or contribution for joyfulness or happy moment, more people, then I feel, fulfill purpose of one's own life. So after all, we are social animal. I think the very purpose of our birth, not for create trouble in our society, in our community. We are part of the community. So as an individual, as a part of the society or community, you should be something useful for the community, something benefit to the community, or serving the community. I'm making some contribution for betterment of the 6 million human beings. Of course, my contribution very, very limited, but still, it is a small contribution.
What's changed in the last 2 years since your last visit? Any
Here?
in the world, are you more political, or are you preaching, talking about the same things for your people? What's kind of...
I always say my message or my talk, the same. Now, since almost now, early 70s, wherever I go, I always talk about the human value and sense of global responsibility, because we are part of the global human being. So therefore, last now many decades, I always carry the same message. Therefore, now getting older, more and more invitation from many parts of the world. So that means, and then also, you see, whenever I give some public talk, if accommodation, you see, okay, then sometimes 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, like that. And one time in New York Park, Central Park, New York, I think nearly 200,000, like that. So these people, see, showing interest about my talk, that's the human value. And religious harmony, like that. That means in order to bring inner peace, that's my number one commitment. Number two commitment, religious harmony, again, bring peace among different religious traditions. It is really terrible. some conflict in the name of religion. It is really terrible. In India, already we witnessed last, I think, almost 2,000 years. So different traditions live together harmoniously. So on this planet, already sort of experienced some area. So why not rest of the world sort of carry or develop the same spirit, different religious tradition within one society, one community, live together side by side. So I always consider India's 1,000 years tradition is mortal. And firstly, non-violence. Secondly, religious harmony. Harmony among the religious tradition, and also the non-violence on the basis of compassion. Is it that nothing special, but 1,000-year-old India's tradition. So therefore, I usually describe myself as a messenger of ancient Indian thought, like that. So now is more and more people. And then is the way to promote these deeper human value, human compassion, not through religious teaching, but through, I usually call, secular way, without touching religion, secular, without touching religion. Simply use our common sense, common experience, and scientific finding. So through that way, you see, we can develop conviction. Warm-heartedness is something very good for my own peace of mind and healthy body and healthy family, healthy community.